Okay, so The Night Diary is about Nisha, who is a girl from India. And it's during 1947 when India is finally free from British control. But the leaders of the Muslims and the Hindus decide to split India in half, which is not in half. India is huge, and Pakistan is not, into India and Pakistan. And Nisha is in the Pakistan area, but she has to go to India because she is Hindu, and Pakistan is only for Muslims. So there's this like divide and tension, and so I read that first, and then I read Amal, unbound. I liked Night Diary better, and so I had high expectations for Amal, unbound because I knew they were similar and that I heard a lot of good things about it. But anyway, that's not the only reason I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but that's not the only reason I have problems. Second of all, I feel like there was this like uphill climb for what was going to happen. Like things happened, like Amal insulted Jawab, and then there's this like difficulty with her making friends at the palace, and then there's like all these things she gets in trouble for. And then there's the height. She figures out that Jawab killed a man and buried him somewhere in the desert, and she knows where it is. And so there's this tension rise, and then all of a sudden he's found and he gets let go, or Amal gets let go. And that's really it. Like there's no like, I just didn't feel any resolution. Like she had been in working for so many months, and then she just gets set free like that. One thing. Next thing, I don't really think that the characters were as developed as I wish they were. Amal, very developed to a certain extent. I would have loved to hear about like her sisters, Miss Sadia, her teacher, the woman that she works for, Nasreen, maybe the girl that she has problems with, like the head of the volunteers, the servants. Like I think I would have loved, and even Jawab, like why he is the way he is. And I know this is like a 5th to 7th grade novel, so there's only so much character development that you could have. But I just felt like this would have been a great book to have multiple perspectives from. Like A Crack in the Sea. It has multiple perspectives. It has Pip, it has Kenshin, it has the Raft King. This one's just Amal, unbound. And I don't have any problems with one perspective, but there was opportunity for so much perspective from other people. Like to understand why Jawab was the way that he was. Why Nasreen didn't do anything to help. Why Fatima was the way that she was. Like and her mom, like going through the depression. Like there was so much that could go on in this book that I really like, and there was so much tension and rise that when it just kind of like she's set free, it didn't do much for me. But I love this book, and I think there are a lot of teaching moments in this book. Just like the differences in culture. I have a lot of sticky notes in this book, as you can see. And there was so many differences. I would always write CD, and then I would write what it was. Like the cultural difference between women and men in just like the gender roles they play, and also like the wedding that she went to lasted like 3 days, and weddings here do not last 3 days, and like just to learn about a different culture and different perspective was really cool with this book, and I would highly recommend it. I just, as a reader, it was hard. And I had very high expectations after reading The Night Diary. But that being said, I think this would be a great book to pair with The Night Diary, along with Malala, a brave girl from Pakistan, and Iqbal, a brave boy from Pakistan. And there's also a lot of books out there about kids from Pakistan and just the divide that they've had between gender roles and the fight that's still going on. And We talked about in the night diary writing a lesson plan for that. We talked about recognizing real world issues in books and how it relates to us and why the author included those real world issues in the book. And I think that would be a great teaching strategy for this book. Anyway, I think that you should check it out. I think that you should check out my blog because there are a lot of things that I have included and multiple resources that you can check out for this book. And I recommend reading it. You may not have the issues that I had, but I'm just being nitpicky. But anyway, thanks for listening, and catch me on my next vlog, which will be about Malala and Iqbal.